My email marketing agency generates $80,000 a month in revenue, and this is the exact onboarding process that I use when we get new clients. My name's Gavin. I run an email and SMS marketing agency, and I make these videos really just to document my own journey and share tips and tricks with you guys. Now, quick note, this video has been recorded as part of my school training. So you will see me reference school modules within this video, and this is part of a larger course that I actually teach. There is a link to the free community in the description down below, but if you get a little confused, just keep in mind that I may be referencing things, i.e. joining my school calls or something like that. You need to be part of the community to get access to that, and if you want to get it, just click the link down the description down below. Anyway, without wasting any more of your time, let me show you my exact process for onboarding clients to ensure that we both increase our retention rate, but deliver results quickly and effectively. Let's get into it. This is my step-by-step process for onboarding clients for my email and SMS marketing agency. Now, if you have any questions, just join the school group calls. Once again, we have these twice every single week now. So join those and we will see you in there to ask pretty much any and all questions related to this stuff. But let's get into it. So obviously, you guys know that I like to use Asana for my project management. The first thing I do, we're gonna actually go from client has said yes to everything that we do here. The first thing I do is I create a team, okay? So I create a team with a number, 248, because this is our 248th client at this point, 248 dash, and then I put the name of the client. We're gonna call this Gavin's emails, all right? And then what we do is we create this team, and then any work that we do related to that client, we do so within that team by clicking view all work, and then we create projects that are nested underneath this team structure, okay? Now, we have saved templates for different types of work. I'm not going to go into the nuances of how we deliver the work, but I will show you really quickly. We select one of our templates that we've saved. So if the client's commissioning us for campaigns or flows, we select one of these. So we'll say campaigns, for example, and we click use template, all right? And we then select the team that we want it to be assigned to. So we go 248, which is Gavin's emails. I change the name core offer to be Gavin's emails again. I hit continue. I'm just going to skip the assignment process, and then I do the following. So within this Asana board, it's going to populate pretty much every single step that I need to follow to make sure the client is fully onboarded. And this is fully templated. I highly recommend building SOPs like this to make sure that your process is fully templated. Follow this video. If you have questions about why we do certain things, just join the calls. We'll talk about it. Really important though, if you want access to this stuff, I can give it to you. Just ask me within the school community group calls, and I'll give you access to this entire outline. First thing we do here is we create a team card with everybody on it. Now I track every single one of our clients in a Miro board. So in this Miro board here, we have a list of all of our clients. And we can even see who and what team is working on what. We've color-coded things. So red is one team, blue is another team, yellow is another team, and then this color is another team. I add a card for the client to this board relative to the work that we're doing. So if it's a retainer or a flow build, we just go ahead and fill in the details of the client. So in this case, it would be Gavin's emails. This just helps us with tracking. So we just know who's working on what. And then I assign the team members just here. So in this case, if I was the project lead, I put Gavin, I put our designer, our builder, and then our copywriter. We just list out who's working on that project, and it allows us to really easily monitor everything right there. So we put them on here, put them in the Miro board, and then we go ahead and create a client folder drive. So we create a drive folder where we highlight, or rather load, all of their media and creative, and we have that drive there and we send it to them. So we create a folder in Drive, upload everything there, and then most importantly, we send them this onboarding email. And as you can see here, I can literally just copy and paste this email and send it to the client. So let's say they said, yep, ready to work, Gavin. I literally go into Asana, create this task, copy and paste this, and then I compose an email. Command V, paste, and I say, hi there, excited to be working with you. Below you will find a list of next steps. Let me know if you have any questions. Note, we will have the first campaign ready to go out in whatever time you say for when they fill out the onboarding. and then I say the following. Things I will need from you. Step 1, finalize the contract. I attach a contract and I send them an invoice and I include a link there. And then I ask them to fill out this onboarding information sheet. This sheet here pretty much has all of the questions we could possibly need to know about the client to ensure that we can do effective email marketing work. Really quickly, sorry to interrupt the video. I just wanted to tell you something really cool that we've started doing with Inbox. I've actually created a school community where I teach you anything and everything I know about email and SMS marketing, from really advanced campaign strategies to how to simply set up your Klaviyo account, all the way to building really, really cool automations for the back end of your e-commerce store. Whether you're a business owner trying to learn how to do email marketing or an email marketer trying to learn how to become a better email marketer, there is a link in the description to this school community where I teach you everything I know. Check it out, it's worthwhile. Book a call to have a chat with me to see if you're a right fit for the community, and if you are, I'd love to get you in there. Anyway, sorry for interrupting your video, let's get back to it. So, first thing I ask them is I ask them to provide them with a link, or rather provide us with a link to their website. And then I say, please select up to 3 emails from this link that you would like your emails to be styled off of. And I ask them to select the numbers. I give them this link. This link here contains 100 different email templates that they can select 3 of for us to model their own emails off of. So the client will look at this document and say, hey, I like email 2, 4, and 6. They write 2, 4, and 6, and then when they finish the form, we go and create 3 different master templates based off of emails 2, 4, and 6, as well as their brand guidelines and their website. And we ask them, of these 3 templates that you selected, which one do you like the most of the ones that we designed? And they tell us which one, and then we design all their marketing material off of those templates. I then ask them what their unique selling points are. I ask them what problems and pain points does your product/service solve. I then say what common objections do people have when it comes to buying from them. And then I say what products are you actively pushing? That helps us inform our marketing calendar. What other agencies are you currently working with? If they have another agency that they're working with, we want to connect with them and meet with them. Then we also say, what are your customers interested in terms of life cycle? Who are your 3 competitors? We'll say, who are your top 3 competitors? What tone of voice would you like your marketing materials to be in? What hours of the day do you typically see customers buying? We just ask them a whole bunch of information, and we take all this information and actually give it directly to our copywriters and our designers. Now, what you can do, whatever agency space you're in, is literally go into ChatGPT and prompt ChatGPT to give you a series of questions that you need to give the client to make sure that you're fully aligned with the tone of voice, the objectives, and all that good stuff. So we create this onboarding form, we send it over to them, and then we ask them to add us as an admin within Klaviyo. Step 3, we need to be admin so that we can then add our own team in there. I've even recorded a video on how they can do this to make it easy. We then also ask them to accept our Slack invite, and then we create a separate Slack channel within Slack directly for the client. And as you can see here, we have all of our client channels set up right there. And then we say accept our managed partner request. So we send a managed account request to them, which helps us get both a more in-depth reporting from the client, and then also allows us to get a bit of a revenue share there as well. We then ask them to upload all their media to this folder here. And this link here is actually the link from the client folder task that we have here. It does require a little bit of manual work putting together all this email here, but it pays off. Then we say book your kickoff call. So they book a kickoff call, which is using a Calendly link. I just send them a link to Calendly, which asks them to book their kickoff call there. That one didn't work because it hasn't been populated yet. But then we say grant access to Shopify, and then we say please advise on key dates we need to be aware of relating to our content calendar. Examples include sales, product releases, product restocks. And we send that email off. And once we get that done, that largely, obviously once they book their kickoff call, once the kickoff call is finished, completes the onboarding process from getting a new client pretty much hitting the ground running. One really important thing I do want to mention, I really like this little task here, which is please select up to 3 emails from this link that you would like your emails to be styled off of. When they select that, it allows us to actually give the client something really early on and very easily. And I'll show you as an example. We had one client select 3 different templates that they wanted us to use, and we created 3 master templates for them. And I'll show you how that came out. So we go here. Here we go. So we created these 3 master templates based off of their responses. The client said they liked design style 54, 18, and 22. And so we went ahead and created 3 different templates based off of their selections using their branding. We gave them these 3 designs, and then they said, hey, we really like number 1 out of these 3, so we model all of our future campaigns off of it. This works really well because it gives the client a deliverable very early on. We can typically get this done in about 24 hours, so after the client signs with us, they already feel like there's progress happening, things are being worked on, they already have something tangible, and it makes things move quicker and makes the client go, hey, like things are happening, fantastic, I'm happy with my decision. Highly, highly recommend doing that little step. And that is really my entire onboarding process. So really, just to reiterate, it's creating a team card, booking a kickoff call, creating the client folder, sending the onboarding emails. All of these other things here are just internal SOPs that we have, so feel free to ignore those. But I highly recommend templating your onboarding email as well, just to make it super easy going forward. And that's what we do. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm actually going to include a link to this email or this email in the description of the video down below as well, so you can copy it. Any questions, let me know, and we'll see you in the next modules. Keep in mind there's a bunch more modules coming here. These are super useful. If you have any questions, join the school community calls, and I'll see you guys there.